Hey, look. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
So, Anthony here, Julia.
Hi, guys.
We are Access Consciousness Facilitators, for those of you who don't know. And there's a lot of amazing facilitators facilitating the Access Consciousness Foundation class this month for July. So we wanted to say hi.
Online, too.
Yeah, all online. And just providing the world with just amazing tools to create the lives that they like to create and never be at the effect of anything ever again. So what's one of your favorite tools in the foundation class, Julia?
Well, that's a good question. I titled this, "What is the $1 million tool that you wouldn't give away for $1 million?" And I don't know if I'd give away a single tool for $1 million.
Yeah. No kidding.
So my favorite tool, I mean, one of the really cool sections in the foundation is creating financial awareness, and it's pretty, I've always facilitated a lot of classes on money. I've thought about money a lot. I've looked at money. I've struggled with money. I've had success with money. I've been all over the place. And the Access Foundation tools with money are awesome because they really, really are designed to take away that place where you have this energy in your world where you need money, you lack money, and your whole life revolves around money. Because I don't know about you guys, but my whole life revolved around money. And it still does in some ways. And it's like using these tools, it really helps me get out of the place where I'm worried about money and allows me to go, okay, if I could choose anything today, what would make me happy right away? And when I choose from there, and when I choose from what would make me happy today, the money just flows. I don't think about it. I don't, one of the things Gary says is, if you open your...
Who's Gary?
The founder of Access Consciousness.
Founder of Access Consciousness.
Very good question, doctor.
Yeah.
But if you empty your mind about money, the universe will fill your world with money. So if you stop worrying about money, the universe will fill your world with money. So I think it's a really cool thing because I don't think that money should be something that any of us have to struggle with and something that any of us have to suffer over. It's really just a gift that we get to have. And so what if money didn't have to dictate any of your choices? So I really like that tool, and It's helped me a lot.
Yeah, well... I said on the last sort of global call we just did with all the facilitators, but that I'll be doing a call this month. You're asking me what tool I would give away for $1 million?
What tool you would not give away, even if somebody had $1 million right here?
I mean, to even pick one tool is almost an impossibility. But I know a game that you and I have played. I would always ask Julia, I'm like, if someone gave you $20 million, would you go back 5 years? We've been doing Access Consciousness for a little bit over 8 years now. And if someone gave you, here's $20 million, but you have to go back 8 years before you started Access, would you take the money? And we both were like, no way. Keep your money. We're not going back because, what she's come through, what I've come through, I'm way older than she is. So it's I've had a lot of years of drama and trauma and pain and suffering. And no matter what I did, no matter what modality I studied, no matter what book I read, no matter how many gurus I had and churches I went to, it's just it was just a fight just to be okay. And then there's a whole bunch of different events that took place in my life, my children's life. And it was just one thing after another. And I got to the point where I'm I don't know if I can have a life of ease and joy and glory, which is one of the mantras of Access. And so I was just trying to get past my pain and suffering. And then it really wasn't until about 3 years after doing Access and doing the foundation and all of that where I realized wow, this work is actually, it takes you beyond the pain and suffering.
Right.
And the dramas and traumas. And there's actual palpable magic where you get to sort of discover your abilities, your capabilities, your powers and potencies, and how you like to actually be that in the world and be the contribution. So there's no money.
The foundation manual for me has been the Hogwarts that I've always been searching for.
Yeah.
I just wanted to go to Hogwarts, and I finally found Hogwarts, and
That's
it was
funny.
the foundation.
I wanted to be a Jedi. So,
Ooh!
yeah. So anyway, we're weird, but we're very...
And we found
We like being weird now.
We got together. We met in Access after we've been doing Access for a few years. We met and then got married pretty quickly.
We met from like one of those like from across the room, like, how you doing? You want to run my bars? So anyway, bars is a technique that you learn in the beginning. It's like this hands-on tool that deals with these 32 points on your head that dissolve all the areas where you are functioning from limitation, unconsciousness, anti-consciousness, in the areas of healing, sadness, joy, body, sexuality, what else?
Yeah.
Aging, all these different things. And it's amazing the ease that it creates for your body and your being. And that was like the first place we started. So as a chiropractor, I was very intrigued in the beginning with the bars because it was just another hands-on modality I got to learn to create great results for my patients at that time. But I've since closed my chiropractic practice down to travel the world to facilitate the tools of access consciousness. Because why? Because they're life-changing and they do make a difference. And I feel really grateful and blessed to be able to do it. And so, yeah, there's amazing facilitators all over the world. Probably a lot more than you even know, and even in your hometown. You can just go to the Access Consciousness website and just type in your city or your country and find some facilitators there. But it's like whatever problems you think you may have, they don't have to be your problems. Whatever past you've had, your life doesn't have to be dictated by your past. And that's what these tools actually create. They create a possibility for a new future. And yeah, maybe you've had those experiences in the past, but they don't have a grip on you anymore. And that's one of the greatest gifts for me personally that Access Consciousness has been. And so you start with the bars, and then the next step is the foundation. So if that's something that's fun for you, find the practitioners in your area and get busy and bring your kids. I brought my kids when they were 10, 8, and 2.5, and it's like changed their lives dynamically. And I can't even imagine a life without the tools of Access Consciousness, to be honest with you. And I'm not trying to sound all quirky, but this is coming from someone who has studied a gazillion amount of techniques and modalities, and I've had many mentors, many gurus who I love so dearly, but none of those tools worked for me until now. So I'm super, super grateful. And it's what, in 170 something different countries now?
Yeah.
Access?
Actually, maybe even 180 some.
Yeah. So, there's somebody in your backyard. So find someone, because you don't have to sit in whatever crap you may be feeling like you're in. And these tools are fantastic, and they are truly a miracle.
Yeah. Awesome. Great. Well, thank you guys so much for joining us. And we will see you next time on Facebook Live. Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.